Nicolai, you're graduating with a degree in philosophy and are going to be joining a nonprofit here in Atlanta for the next couple of years before pursuing an advanced degree in public health. And comes here at Emory, right, Nicolai? Again, I want to thank you personally, Nicolai, for what you've done as a member of the 100 Student Honorary, again, representing the students who have worked hard to remain connected with us. You have done a lot to connect with alumni. I know you'll continue to do a lot when you graduate. So thank you for that, Nicolai Lundy.
Hello. Thank you, Allison. That was very nice. I'll try and keep it a little brief. I know we're all having great conversations with each other's parents. Some funny and awkward memories, I'm sure. Well, as Allison said, my name is Nicolai Lundy. I'm from Golden, Colorado, and I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy. Being a philosophy major, I always raised some eyebrows. It means that I decided that the best use of my parents' tuition funds was to travel 1,400 miles away so I could sit in a classroom learning about old white guys who happened to think that it was worth asking questions like, what is knowledge? So as I stand here, I can rest easy knowing that I'm headed for great things. After all, I can't really tell you whether the chicken or the egg came first, but I can tell you I've spent hours talking about it. So tonight, as we gather together for one of the more intimate events, at least everything else gets bigger from here, I would like us to look back at why we came to be collectively recognized as the 100th Senior Honorary in the first place. We represent leaders in our graduating class, and years from now, when we look back at our cherished memories, we will inevitably recall some of the times when we were serving as role models, as loyal friends, and as campus leaders. I think that it's fair to say that our experiences as campus leaders have shaped, at least in part, our daily activities. I know that I've seen many of your faces far too many times roaming the halls of the Duck at all hours of the day. I know that some of you have only really had 1 year where you lived with people your own year. Every other year, you were stuck with one foot in freshman year as you lived on the freshman hall, trying to guide their behavior. I recognize many of your faces from the Woodpeck, where we shared ice baths and dumbbells and those large white 15-passenger vans. I'm also able to commiserate with those of you who have been what we fondly call the risk managers at day parties and mixers. Some of our friends seem to have to enjoy these events a little too much. Then there are those of you who will be happy that I never called myself an a cappella singer because it was much more appropriate for me to be watching you than to be on stage with you. And then, of course, I've seen many of you working selflessly to serve the community through countless volunteer opportunities, such as Emory Care's weekly trip to the Autism Center or the Boys and Girls Club or what have you. My point is that our roles on campus highlight the memorable moments that we've had. And there's no reason that as we start our lives as alumni, we can't continue defining our relationship to Emory by finding ways to become leaders among our fellow alums. Now, before I close, I'd like to mention an idea that I've been mulling over the last few weeks as I've become increasingly aware of our impending graduation. I've begun to ask myself why we should bother remembering all the times that we've had at Emory. Commencement season is always a time of looking back at what has happened while simultaneously gazing forward towards the somewhat uncertain future. Ideally, we're all able to take what we've experienced, what we've learned, and let it serve us in our future endeavors. I think that you and I, as members of the 100th Senior Honorary, can take hold of our memories from this place and let others hear about what we have done and where we have come from. Let's take it upon ourselves to tell others about Emory. When we ask where we went to school, let's not just say the name. Let's also say what's behind the name, the incredible opportunities that students experience every day here at Emory. If we can do that, then we will indeed be leaders among our peers. leaders among the alumni, who do a little bit every chance they get to let others know why they should regard Emory with the same respect that we do. It's one thing to simply soak in both the good and the bad memories from our alma mater, but I think that we can do more, and I hope that we will. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this weekend. It seems like the only proper thing to do, because once I leave, I don't know if other people will be able to understand why I came all this way with my parents' money in hand to study philosophy. In fact, one of my friends sent me an email last week that foreshadowed my future career opportunities. He told me they had learned that if you want to get a philosopher off your porch, you have to